If this matter is brought up for members to
It will be rejected.
vote
It will be rejected upon arrival.
upon arrival,
Yes.
how will it be rejected if some members are supporting it? How will it be?
They can debate whatever they want to debate, but the rules are rules. You don't
And we are not
debate
ready for
during
any
the
scandal
time of
at this
the
particular
election.
time.
We do have
But
a
what is the problem with Sudan? Sudan is torn by conflict and wars. It is not united, and it hopes to lead the continent and to unite the continent with this kind of a position.
Every country has its own issues. South Africa used to have their own issues.
I'm talking now, South Sudan fighting to lead this body with the intention to unite and move the continent forward, when the country itself is pleading from outside world to even give it food and to unite it.
That is a very disrespected question, and I believe it is a very biased question. South Sudan is a very stable nation. We are at the peace, and we are a sovereign nation. We are eligible to run at any office. You are talking like you represent Ship Sharambera, and that is a question I'm not willing to answer. It's a very
In July of
ridiculous question.
2011,
But it's a
South
reality
Sudan
that-
finally achieved its own independence and became the world's newest nation. The majority Dinka tribe was represented by former military commander and now president Salva Kiir Mayardit. The second largest group, the Nuer, was represented by Dr. Riek Machar Teni, who was appointed vice president. Things were looking up for South Sudan. It now had an official government. It was at peace with its northern neighbor. And both had planned to capitalize on the expected flow of oil and other natural resources. But on December 15th, 2013, everything fell apart.
Fighting in South Sudan has spread outside the capital Juba after a reported coup attempt at the weekend. President Salva Kiir has accused his former vice president of orchestrating the fighting.
I promise you today that justice will prevail.
The coup attempt is said to have started within the Presidential Guard. After the fight, Dinka soldiers and a militia called the Gelwang targeted Nuer soldiers and Nuer civilians. Soon, over 1,000 people were dead, mostly Nuer. The next day, President Salva Kiir sent soldiers in a tank over to Riek Machar's house. Luckily, Dr. Machar and his wife Angelina had escaped the night before. To the outside world, it just seemed like another violent speed bump on the road to prosperity. Except I knew that Dr. Riek Machar was planning to fight back. And I knew he was going to fight back in a way that would thrust South Sudan into another civil war.